Hi friends, welcome to Aishu's DIY. This is a earring tutorial that I'm going to do today using Pandahallselected.com products, which we are already unboxed, and I have this variety of stones with circle round. I mean, it's like framed stones. That's what it is. You can see both ends are pointed and it has a frame around I have round, I have triangle, and I have this bow shape in this nice storage box. And also I got this one from Pandahallselected, and this is full of flowers. These are very pretty, and I made some 3 earrings with all the 3 different shapes that I have. One is the bow that I'm going to make it right now, and then one I made with this square, and then with this blue uh, flower bead, and this is a pink fuchsia, and then I made one in Christmas colors. So I made all of these, and I'm gonna make all of these 3 earrings in this video. First we will make this bow earring, and for that I need some 24 gauge wire. I mean, this is 24 gauge wire and this is 20 gauge wire in the same gold color. As you can see, this is a little bit of a nice gold color. It's not very strong and bright. And I got these 20 gauge and 24 gauge, and there is, I think, 18 gauge as well in this Michael's pack. As you can see, the bead landing pack, they had 3 packs, which I removed the 2 of them. And it has 18, 20 and 24 gauge copper wire. That's what it says, and it's gold color, as you can see. And the gold is not very bright. It's a nice gold, and it matches my this finding that I got from Pandahallselected. I'm going to make some earrings. So with the 24 gauge wire, which I have right here, I just like to work with the spool because I don't want to waste any um, wire per se. So first I'm going to add the flower bead and then a bicone crystal from my stash. I have some bicone crystals that I got, I think, I'm not so sure, I got this from AliExpress. So I'm going to use those. I'm just going to match these. Yes, these are the bicones for sure. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire, take my tweezer nose pliers and bend it to about a U or so, and then just squish it a little bit so that we have a head pin in the 24 gauge wire. There we go. So after that, I'm going to take my round nose pliers and keep it on top of this flower, bend it to 90 degrees, and reposition my pliers, bend it again to make a U. I know because of this wire it just looks a little bit different, but once you make the loop, and then you can snip off about 2 centimeters or so, not more than that. So then I have this. You can also cut it about 2 inches of wire and then work with it, making this loop little bit bigger. Okay, and then without forgetting, I'm gonna add my finding to this loop. Then I'm gonna hold it there, and then I'm gonna wrap it around. I like to have secured wrap loop for this. It looks kind of really nice as well. But if you choose not to, you can do a simple loop. But with 24 gauge wire, I prefer the wrap loop. If you're working with 20 gauge wire in this case, and then you can use the basic loop, and then tuck the tail in. And I have this, and I also have this pink fuchsia bead, 6mm pink fuchsia bead from bargain bead box, I would say. I just had 3 left, so I'm going to utilize this for the top. For the top, I just made basic loops on the top and the bottom, and for that I'm using 20 gauge wire. So you can also use 24 gauge wire. I have no problems with that whatsoever, but I wanted it to be just a basic loop, so I am not very concerned about the gauge of the wire. There we go. And then you can straighten this up with your nylon jaw pliers a little bit, and then you add your fuchsia bead. You can also cut it, but I would like to work with a spool. Take your loop, take your round nose pliers and make a loop just like so. Straighten your loop. There we go. And then what I do is I just cut this after like about a centimeter. I just eyeball it. I just don't and then I want this to be, rather than parallel, to be perpendicular to this loop. That way I can connect with the, I bend it to 90 degrees. If it is a little bit too much, if you think that the space is a little bit too much for your loop, you can cut it off a little bit. I'm making a small loop rather here, so that's why I did cut it off. And now I have the smallest loop. So now what I do is I just open this up, loop up, and add my ear wire. I made this ear wire with the 20 gauge wire I have here, because to match this gold tone that we have right here. And then I open up this bottom loop of the bead, 6mm bead. You can use any bead if you want. You don't have to use a bead if you don't want. It's totally up to you, but I'm just showing some variations here. Okay, there we go. And our earring is ready. How cute is that? I really love these earrings. This pink fuchsia color is my favorite color, and I really like them a lot. So I make some ear wires like this and keep, so that I can use it in projects like this. And then the next earring we are going to see is this one right here. And for that I am using this pink bicone crystal and this blue and pink flower beads. So same deal, but as you can see I didn't add any bead on the top. It's just this winding and the bottom flower. So all you need to do is take your 24 gauge wire and put your flower bead inside, and then your bicone. I really like the bicone. If you don't want it, you can add a round bead as well. Whichever you have in your stash will work for this. But if you don't want to put any bead out there, that is also totally your wish. And there we go. And then take my round nose pliers, make a loop, start making a loop by the way. And then once you have the loop right there, go ahead and cut it about here so that you have enough space to wrap. And then all you can do is hold this one and then nicely wrap with your finger. 24 gauge wire perfectly works fine with wrapping. You don't have to actually struggle at all. In my opinion, it's perfect for wrap loop. I feel the 26 gauge wire I feel is thinner a little bit. Tuck the tail in. All you need to do is, oops, I forgot to put this winding. Sorry about that. I was thinking actually I was thinking that I have to put directly into the ear wire. We have a basic loop, so it just works. So that's what I did, but my mistake. Never mind, we can do it again. It's not a big deal, right? Take my flower bead, take my bicone, put it inside, and take this tweezers pliers, make a U shape like that, then squish the U a little bit. If it is a little bit hard, make it into a finger and do it. There we go. Take my pliers, bend it to 90 degree, reposition and circle it, and snip it off. Now, before I do anything, I just go ahead and add it to this loop right here, and then hold it, and then do your wrap loop thingy. Once you get that, if there's a short tail, snip it off and then tuck it in. There we go. Just making sure this loop is nice and good. Yeah. Now all I need to do is open up this ear wire, and then I would call this a 5-minute earring because it's so simple and straightforward. You don't have to do anything much. All you need is a head pin or 24 gauge wire and this winding and this ear wire. That's it. We are done. Our second earrings is done as well. So pretty. I really like both the earrings. And now we shall see our Christmas earrings, which is right here. So this one, I would say, make the loop a little bit bigger for these findings, just in case, because it's actually joined together, so it's easy if you make your findings, your loops, a little bit bigger, the wrap loops. The same thing I'm doing. I'm going to do a wrap loop. So I'm just going to put this bicone after the flower bead, make a U, squish the U a little bit. Don't squish it a lot. Bicone has a bigger hole as well, so you don't want to be squishing it a lot. And now there we go. And then reposition it, make a loop. Okay, and then snip it off. Now open your ear wire. Sorry, I'm so sorry. The findings, the loop. Before closing the loop, make sure to add your findings, just like so. Hold it over there, and then you can use your pliers to do the wrapping, or you can use your hands. Anything works fine, just like so. And then you can snip off the short tail right there, or you can tuck it in. I have a short tail, I'm going to tuck it in. There we go. So our dangle is ready. Now we have to make the top part. The top part, I use 20 gauge wire to make the top part. I just add my bead here. Take my round nose pliers, bend it to 90 degrees and make a loop. Okay, and then what I would suggest is cut about a centimeter or so, and then this needs to be perpendicular so that it is perfect for that. So here it is, and so I'm gonna bend it on top just like so. Take my round nose pliers and make a loop. Maybe this one is a little bit bigger. Just gonna cut a little bit off. Now I'm gonna make a loop. Okay, so now open up this loop on the top and add your ear wire, or you can open the loop in the ear wire and add it. It's perfectly fine. And now open the bottom loop to add the findings and the dangle, the finding and the dangle. Okay, just like so, and close it. So see this, this has to be perpendicular, the loop has to be perpendicular, otherwise it won't sit properly. And now we have these earrings, which is actually, this loop is a little bit bigger. I made a smaller loop in that, so I'm just gonna fix it. I just snipped off a little bit of wire, and now the loop seems to be similar than the other one. So it's not a big deal, but I made that earring of the pair, one of the, so I just wanted it to be matching to the other. So this one right here, as I said, if you make the loop a little bit longer, it works perfectly fine for this. How cute is that? 5-minute earrings, flower earrings, bow earrings, and we have the square ones, the round ones, the Christmas ones. So cute earrings you can make just in 5 minutes with just wire and this flower beads and these ones. So here I didn't add much of my beads, but this one is so pretty. I just made only 3 colors here. I just have 5 more colors to work with. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day. It comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.